Now the mic works. Hello, and welcome back to Rich Tales. I'm Rich Alvarez. Previously on Rich Tales, we were reading some of Grimm's famous fairy tales, Brothers Grimm's. We read some Hansel and Gretel and some other choice stories. Today, we will be reading from William Shakespeare's Star Wars, The Phantom of Menace, Star Wars Part the First. This is really fun. If you're a Star Wars fan, it's basically just Star Wars, but written as a Shakespeare play. So, as usual, I'm going to just keep reading, and once in a while I'll make some funny commentary. And then if you have a super chat, I am obliged and obligated to answer it. Alright, so let's get started here. In the prologue here. The prologue. Alack! What dreadful turmoil hath beset the strong republic and its bonds of peace? O'er distant trade routes all do sigh and fret, as fears of grim taxation do increase. The greedy vile Trade Federation hath created a blockade none may pass through. With deadly battleships they block the path on to the little planet called Naboo. Whilst politicians endlessly debate, the Chancellor Supreme plies strategy. He sends 2 Jedi to negotiate, they who keep peace within the galaxy. In time, so long ago begins our play, in troubled galaxy far, far away. Act 1. With a little Shakespeare Watto there. Nubian, Alright. Scene 1. Aboard the Republic cruiser and aboard the Trade Federation battleship. Enter Rumor. Ooh. Open your hearts, for which of you will stop the vent of feeling when loud Rumor speaks? Her flaming tongue with poisoned tip shall drop. Unrest from Tatooine to Naboo speaks. See how, with mere suggestion of attacks, begins Star Wars that shall your eyes amaze, enraging the Federation with false facts. Good sport did make for Rumor's cunning ways, inciting the Republic to respond. Now sets the game afoot on every side. Thus shall I cause new worries to be spawned. Hint of a dark force, rising all provide, even till the proud republic longeth for protection from some unknown looming threat. Replete with fear, each heart shall be full sore, ere I have ceased the worry I beget. Quick now, and let this merry play begin, unveil the empire's full prehistory. E'en the groundlings waiting weeks to be let in, look forward to the wonders they shall see. Starts now, what you have longed for, sans delay. Attend, a phantom menace comes anon. Ye shall be pulled into our clever play. Ears hearken to this story that doth dawn. Enter Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan Kenobi, pilot and captain. Qui-Gon. Maybe I should read it like this so that way guys can kind of see the script here, you know. Starts with Qui-Gon. I say, good captain. Aye, sir, what's your will? Pray make communication onto this Trade Federation battleship in here. Tell them that we would board their ship anon. The captain addresses Newt Gunray via comlink. With great respect and humble mind, good sir, with awe for the Trade Federation's might, the brave ambassadors would swiftly board your ship with your permission and consent. Methinks this captain's words are oversweet. Indeed, that's my Newt Gunray. Indeed, we nothing herein have to hide, and as you know full well, our blockade is within the bonds of the Republic's law. Your kind ambassador shall be received, as we would welcome all Republic guests. You remember Newt Gunray? He's the Trade Federation leader with the weird mouth that's not really in sync with what he's saying. And he's like, at last, you have brought something upon us, your highness. It's like, anyways. Oh, Matt Provencel's in the chat, everybody. He says, doth mother know you weareth her drapes? Very good, Matt. Very good. Okay. Alright, Qui-Gon. Thus shall we fly onto their battleship and land within the core of its vast frame. These Federation ships have massive high, and run to excess for a mere blockade. Yet when taxation is the greater theme, the melody oft leans towards life or death. It is an ancient song that all know well. The notes of levies ring with morbid knoll. Indeed it may most verily be said, the only death and taxes certain are. The Republic ship lands inside the battleship. Many droids surround the ship. Look at the Shakespearean Trade Federation dudes. Enter droid TC-14 to speak with Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Pilot and captain remain in the Republic ship. TC-14. My name is TC-14, at your aid. I prithee, come with me, good gentlemen. Your visit doth bring honor unto us, ambassadors of high and noble blood, but now at ease, and wait upon my lord, for he shall hither come to speak with you. Obi-Wan. I have a feeling bad about this, master. Everything's backwards, you know. Qui-Gon. Yet I sense nothing, therefore art thou tense. 'Tis not about the mission, something else. Elusive 'tis I, difficult to name. Centre not on thy anxiety, young Obi-Wan. Thy concentration here maintain, within this very moment now. Keep your concentration on the here and now. It's like I had the real script just plays in my head rent-free, so, you know, this is fun. Anyways. For such is where thy focus doth belong. But Master Yoda hath instructed me to be e'er mindful of the future, for its advent may have meaning in my life. 'Tis true, yet future possibility must not be kept within the forefront of thy mind at the expense of what is here, the present moment. Be e'er mindful of the living force, my worthy Padawan. Aye, Master, then on to the present time. How do you think the Viceroy shall respond unto the noble Chancellor's demands? Methinks there can be little doubt in this. These Federation dogs are cowardly, and shall be quick to heel at our command. Negotiation shall be swift indeed. Enter Newt Gunray, Dotle Te Dauphine, and TC-14 above a balcony. What didst thou say, thou terror-speaking droid? Just what my sockets hath observed, my lord. These two ambassadors are Jedi Knights. This I did prophesy in my mind's eye. The two have come to force a settlement. Go, thou, and make some keen distraction there. I must contact thee with Lord Sidious. Hast thou lost all power of intellect, thou jarring fool-born simple-minded rogue? I shall not go where Jedi steps do tread. Instead, send one insensible to fear. The droid shall serve our purpose. Go, anon. Back to Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. Right? Whoops. Yes. Obi-Wan. It is their nature, so to make us wait? Nay, truly I do sense a fear too grand for such a wee affair as trade disputes. I'm trying to do my Liam Neeson where, Liam Neeson has a really heavy Irish accent but pretends to have an English accent. So I'm trying to be Liam Neeson where I do an English accent but pretend to not have an Irish accent too. Well, I'm doing my best. Anyways. I serve the drinks these Jedi to appease, and in doing so serve my master's will. We droids are here to serve, 'tis protocol. Yet here my service lacketh etiquette, for it doth serve these Jedi to deceive. Entered Darth Sidious in beam on balcony, speaking with Newt Gunray and Dalte. Yes, what is it? Oh no, sorry, that's Sidious talking. What is it? Power. The scheme that you have schemeth hath failed, Lord Sidious. Our ruse in this blockade is finished. For we would dare fight against the Jedi. Nay, it would be foolishness. Hear me now, Viceroy. I'll not have this filth, this stunt slime of rank and worthless nerve, this craven, this simple-minded lump of flesh within my presence again. Put not such weak examples of resolve, and will before a mighty Sith. Exit Dalte. This recent twist of fate's blind spinning wheel hath luckless been. We must therefore accelerate our plans. Begin to send the troops onto Naboo. My lord, your words astound. For shall the law be with us in this action we shall take? I tell thee, I am arbiter and law. I shall be legal if I make it so. What shall be done with these two Jedi, then? 'Twas ill conceived of the Chancellor to bring the Jedi into this affair. Hear my command and follow. Kill them both. Indeed, my lord, as you wish, it shall be. A pilot and captain in the Republic ship. Alas, good captain, look upon the guns. They turn in our direction. We are slain. Raise shields, my man, to grant us some defense. Too late! The Trade Federation guns fire on the Republic ship, killing pilot and captain. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan brandish their lightsabers. What villainy is this? My senses tell of some abrupt attack. I sense it too, my master. I believe our comrades have been killed whilst they did wait. Gas begins to step into the room. And what is more, now comes a vapor rank. Deoxin, poison gas. Pray hold thy breath. Look at Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon escaping from this dungeon. Enter battle droids, including OW01 standing at attention outside door. Enter Newt Gunray in beam. Yeah. For certain they are dead by now. Since these two Jedi are not politicians, they are not with hot air filled, and thus have not the stores of breath essential to survive. Still, go destroy what remains. TC-14. I beg your pardon, droids of metal made. Go forth, investigate, good corporal. Farsooth. The Jedi come forth, suddenly fighting. Enter Newt Gunray, Rune Hako, and Te Hao aside on bridge. Fight for our masters true. What now? The monitors have been destroyed. What circumstance unhappy doth befall? Transmission hath been wholly lost, my liege. That's that guy with the breathing thing on. Hast thou ever had a clash with Jedi Knights? Nay, truly, not till now. Thy warning doth give me some pause. Seal off the bridge. Indeed. Dost thou not see 'tis not enough? Call a host of droidicas enough. Okay, yeah, Tay's the one with the... Okay. Alright, I got this. Hold on. Yet thou art deaf in thy panic shout. Not listen to the truth. Will not survive. The bridge doors are sealed as the Jedi continue to fight in advance. The battle droids are worthless when faced by the power of the Force. All are overthrown. Indeed. Now my lightsaber be toothed to this door, the key that we may entrance make. Qui-Gon uses his lightsaber to bore through the bridge door. You guys have all seen the movie, right? Behold, they come! Swift, close the blast doors! For certain they shall keep the two at bay until the fearsome droidicas appear. The lightsaber cuts not as it did before. Belike another door hath sealed the way. We played shrewd sirs, and not yet well enough. Observe the power of a burning sun, the mystic beam I wield here in my hand. Qui-Gon pushes his lightsaber directly through the center of the door. They are still making headway! How is this possible? Where are the droidicas thou summoned forth? Enter droidicas. My master, look! Destroy droids approach! They generate their own strong shields too, fee. We parry every blast. They'll not break through, but neither are we close enough to strike, and their strong shields do block what we reflect. 'Tis but an errant game that none can win, so let us fly and find another way. Exit Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. The droidicas have sent them fleeing, ha! Sir, I report the Jedi speedily retreat into the ventilation shaft. Enter Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan into the main hangar bay. Do you behold this here, young Obi-Wan? 'Tis battle droids in hundreds, mayhap more. Indeed, an army for the invasion made. This is a strategy most strange for the Trade Federation, but by truth, this strange and unexpected twist doth warrant care. We must inform the innocent Naboo, and Chancellor Valorum too. Hear this, my young apprentice. Let us split our paths, and use these ships as transport to Naboo, where, on the planet's surface, we shall meet. Aye, master, I shall do as you command, and rendezvous upon the Naboo. What's more, your foresight wise they could not thwart. Negotiations were indeed quite short. Aha! Okay, so we're about to do scene 2 here. So before we move on with this book, how's everyone feeling so far? Do you like Shakespeare's Star Wars? Is it a lot of fun? Or have you all seen the movie and this is just another way to consume the movie but in a different way? Maybe you don't like the way Shakespeare plays work. Maybe, I don't know. I just want to make sure that before I continue, everybody is enjoying themselves. We got Nacho Taco, Son Goku, Brooke, Vesper Rainstar, Hobo Man, Paul Unifray, Matt Provincial still here. Rose is here. Killjoy's here. Dante's here. Got a good audience here. Brooke's enjoying it. Tim's enjoying it, says keep going. I want one more person to tell me that they're interested in this before I waste more time. Dante says this story is very important. Okay. Alright, scene 2. Enter Queen Amidala on Naboo. A person young is thought to have no power, even when she is a queen, as like myself, those older do surround, e'er pressing in and questioning each word that I do speak. One thinks I shall a poor decision make, another thinks himself more competent. The best of them do bow and show respect, and treat me with the deference due to my throne. Yet even their eyes speak of disbelief, their courtesy becomes a stifling thing, a youth no more frail than older folk, no less intelligent, no less sublime. Our steps are newer, yet we are no jewel to be protected and anchors by them. We know of violence and life's harsh ways. Our tears descend in grief, as do their tears do. We are not made of softer stuff than they. The moods we feel oft run irate and rough. We have no thoughts less noble than our elders. In truth, compassion may we ably teach. And then why? It's thought that youth are so beneath these older than we are of any rank. 'Tis foolishness, yea, 'tis foul treachery. If e'er these older ones could look within and plumb the depths of youth, what wonders would before their eyes appear? The courage, strength, and valor requires to be a youth. The daily struggle to survive amid the thousand constant doubts we do receive from every person, even those who are dear, the ever-present skirmishes with those of our own age, who should support and praise us, bound within the sacred bond of youth, but who, instead, do injure with harsh words. To be a youth, within a world run by an elder generation, taketh strength, yea, that beyond 100 elders might. To be both youth and leader is truly to be a target ever in their sights. I would not trade my station for the world, nor would I wish it on mine enemy. Although the path is fraught, this is our cause. We youth shall mold the future we desire. Queen Amidala presses a conflict switch. Enter Nuke Gonray, Rune Hako, and Teihao above on balcony tread Federation battleship. Transmission from the planet of Naboo. It is Queen Amidala herself. At last we begin to see the results. For speaking to the head shall move the body. Again you come before us, your highness. That's the voice he has in the movie, okay? Right? I do, yet thou shalt not be pleased when thou hast heard what I intend to say to thee, thine errant boycott of our planets through. Your words are naught but deep surprise to me, for on our failure I've heard no report. I am aware that the ambassadors who were by Chancellor Varorm sent have come to thee, and thou art ordered to come to a settlement over this blockade. And yet I know of no ambassadors. For certain, you have made a gross mistake. Alas, we have our plans been thwarted then. Beware, I warn thee, Viceroy, for 'tis true, the Federation hath made steps too bold. I know not what you mean, good Lady Queen. We would never do anything against the Senate. Do doth befit your youth and woman's fear, your highness doth assume too much indeed. Oh, we shall see how mine's assumption fare. Exit Queen Amidala. In troth, the lady is correct. The Senate 'tis far too late. What's done can't be undone. Aye so, but you think she doth expect the swift attack that we are bound to make? Nay, I know not. Yet this at least is clear. We must disrupt communication to the planet. Yes, they learn of our intent. Enter Queen Amidala with C.O. Beeble, Captain Panaka, court and attendants. Enter Senator Palpatine in beam. Palpatine. What is it you say? Negotiations not reached a starting point because the two ambassadors did not arrive? But nay, how could that tale be true? The Chancellor himself informed me that the ambassadors most surely did arrive. Negotiate. Exit Palpatine from beam. I prithee, Senator, where hast thou gone? What is the matter? What hath happened here? His beam disappears. You've seen the movie. Check our transmission generator, lad. If our communication hath been breached, it means but one thing, an attack. That's the old guy, CO. The Federation would not go so far, for such a move would mean their suicide. I do agree. The Senate would revoke the Federation's ability, which would destroy their commerce all at once. Negotiation must be our fond hope. Negotiation, Highness? We have lost communication, and yet we know of no ambassadors who have brought suit onto the Federation for our sake. Oh, how he sneers and mocks mine utterance, as he would never do were I his age. The situation is most grave, my queen. If an invasion comes, the meager, slight security all volunteers provide shall be no contest, for the hardened ranks the Federation surely shall employ. I hear thee, counselors, and I may hear more, but will condone no move that leads to war. Aha! Eh? Okay, we're on to scene 3. Everyone's still having a good time? Everyone's still happy? Everyone's still in this? Some people are like, I want to hear... Oh, Nachotaka says, now I want to hear Lion King read in Shakespeare. Oh, wait, that's just Lion King. That's just Hamlet, man. Yeah, Vesper Rainstar says, this is impossible! Okay. Paul says, I want to hear Star Trek and Shakespeare. Samantha gives me a big smiley face. Okay, let's do scene 3. This is... Oh boy, this is Jar Jar. Okay, Ohm9 says, how may I serve you, Viceroy? What's your will? Pay heed now, Captain. We have searched the ship and found no trace of Jedi Knights therein. 'Tis possible they hide aboard the craft. If they are here, good sir, we shall detect them and destroy them as we are in robot talk. Pray, use thou caution, underestimate these Jedi at thy peril. Vigilance. Qui-Gon, hidden. With hundreds of these battle droids I fly, onto the planet that doth wait below, yea, unbeknownst to its kind citizens. Attack doth cruelly come to break their peace. The craft hath landed, run ever we are found. Qui-Gon begins to run from the craft amid fleeing flampists pursued by battle droids. Enter Jar Jar Binks, hidden, seeing Qui-Gon Jinn. Okay, there's a certain way... yeah. So, there's a funny thing that they do in this book, which is at George Lucas's request, and I will explain it to you briefly now. In George Lucas's original vision for the prequels, Jar Jar Binks was indeed going to be revealed as a Sith Lord, and that his whole, like, ooh, mooey, mooey, like, all that stuff was just, it was like, it was supposed to be like he was being false. He was being a troll. He was pretending to be stupid because he wanted everything to, like, line up perfectly, to create, everything that happens in Star Wars, basically. He's like the true evil face behind everything. There's been a lot of really good videos that show, like, if you watch episode 1, you'll see, like, Jar Jar, like, kind of, like, mouthing his lips when he wants the queen to say something, and, like, he's, like, mouthing along with her because he's manipulating her. He's manipulating everybody. But then when everybody hated Jar Jar, he changed it in episode 2 so that way he wasn't really behind everything, and that's when he introduced, like, Dooku and everything. But he still had Jar Jar give all the emergency powers to Palpatine because he felt like, well, if he's not going to be evil, I guess Jar Jar's just going to be stupid and he's going to give those powers to Palpatine anyway. But this book plays it off like Jar Jar is evil, so he's got a lot of inner monologue on what he's doing behind the scenes, which is great. So when Jar Jar approaches, he has this big monologue first, preparing what he's about to do with Qui-Gon. Anyways, it's great. So this is Jar Jar in his head. A man approacheth, clothed in Jedi garb. Be like this man brings aid unto Naboo, such as will help my people and my land. Mayhap this is the chance I have desired, for I have wandered lo these many mouths, a-thinking o'er many months. I have wandered these many months, a-thinking over this planet's deary fate. Two people separated by their fear and prejudice, which e'er doth make us shirk from giving help unto each other. Aye, it may be that the only hope for us to be united is to realize that our two fates are tightly knit as one. Perchance this Jedi, followed by this droids, doth bring the words to break our deep mistrust. I shall make introduction in my way. Portray the part that I have learned so well. I doth befit the human prejudice, to think we Gungans simple, low, and rude. I shall approach him thusly, yet shall bend him to the path that shall assist us all. Put on thy simple wits now, Jar Jar Binks, thus play the role of clown to stoke his pride. Okay. Jar Jar stands in Qui-Gon's path. Qui-Gon runs into him, and the two fall as the battle droid's transport passes by them. To Qui-Gon, oh, muy, I so lovey. See, again, this is Jar Jar's putting on, as he just said, Jar Jar's putting on a voice because he wants to play the part of a Gungan. He wants to appear stupid. He wants Qui-Gon to think he's superior. Thou brainless knave, almost thou killed us both. Oh, I speaky, look at me. That thou canst speak doth not yet make thee wise. Now, go ye hence away. Oh, you kind to teach me human language, and my prophet oint. Eyes know how to move your human heart, so shall I speak most like a Gungan plain, and thus disarm you by fool's deceit. He says out loud by accident. Nay, why, sir? Oh, okay, sorry, no. Okay, sorry. I gotta read it. When it says aside, that's in his head. When it's to Qui-Gon, that's to Qui-Gon. So So in his head he says, my human language and my prophet owned is I know how to move your human heart, so shall I speak most like a Gungan plain, and thus disarm you by a fool's deceit. That's what he says in his head. Okay, we're all on the same page now. And then to Qui-Gon says, Nay, why, sir? Oh, Misa, stay! Oh, Misa called Jaja Binks. Now Misa is your servant humble. 'Tis quite unnecessary, simple beast. Oh, nay, it is necessary. Oh, no, I keep screwing up. It must be late. Qui-Gon says, yeah, 'tis quite unnecessary, simple beast. And then Qui-Jar, Jedi Knight. Jar Jar says, oh, nay, is it necessary? Commanded by the gods it is. Enter Obi-Wan Kenobi, pursued by 2 battle droids. Qui-Gon Jinn destroys the droids. Now, twice you save him alive. Is he Italian? I don't know. Obi-Wan, what creature friend is this? A local, eh? A petitious native with a simple mind. A pitus. Petitious? Pitus? A pitus native? It's one of those words. A native with a simple mind. Now let us henceforward more droids arrive. Oh, did he say more? Squeeze me! And now to cast the line that plants the hook. The safest place is Gunga City. 'Tis where I grew, a hidden city. Mayhap this language may have purpose, yet a city. Canst thou take us there, kind brute? Aye, nay, is me a thinky, no. And wherefore not, amphibious buffoon? Oh, it is embarrassing. Me is banished. If I return and see the bosses, then they will work me woe. You get it? Thou hast heard that grave sound. Is it the noise made by 1,000 woes to come? If they discover us, we shall be crushed and ground to 1,000,000 fleshy bits. Oblivion shall be our final home. Ye makey the pointy good day this away. The Jedi walk in the direction Jar Jar points. Aside, so in Jar Jar's head. These men have prejudice deep in their hearts. For looking on me, they see savagery, a native, local, pious buffoon. With such dark slurs, they slander my whole race. Yet Gungans quickly shall destroyed be. If this attack doth touch our soggy home, be like the Jedi are our only hope. Thus, though I was cast out from mine ideas, and have for many moons gone wandering above the waters of my home, where I have studied human ways and learned their speech, I shall return to make amends and bring these Jedi to the people to whom I am bound. So may I save my race entire. To thine own kind be true. To say I err. Give every man there thine but few thy voice. At least the voice that speaketh with wise words, let them hear only speech of ruffian. My true voice I'll hide with outward speaks of Misa and Yusa, and excuse me, sir. So shall the simple lead the high and wise, that of us all may dwell in harmony. We have a super chat from LL457 who said, did somebody say they needed help paying rent? Which is, of course, a quote from Stupid Mario Brothers, The Quest for Rent, also known as Stupid Mario Brothers, the Interactive Adventure, but then, of course, I later re-edited into what we now know as Stupid Mario Brothers, The Quest for Rent. Thank you so much for your generous super chat, LL457. All right, back to the book. Qui-Gon, I prithee, Jar Jar, how much farther on? We're going underwater, Kai. But hearing me a warning too, sir, the Gungans like not outsiders. The welcome may not be so warmy. Ah, fear not thou. This has not been a day made for the warmth of hospitality. How's my Obi-Wan voice? Jar Jar leads the Jedi to the water's edge, where they plunge in and swim to Gunga City. Enter Gungans, including Captain Taprose. Now me so home, so good to fee. The Gungans begin to shrink back at the approach of Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Jar Jar. Hey, Yusa, stop a there! What brings you here? That's the, Gungan commander. You remember how he sounds? Oh, hiya there, do Captain Taprose. Nay, Jar Jar, not again. Now Yusa shall go to the bosses. Yusa in deep doo-doo this time. Captain Tarple steps forward and prods Jar Jar with his power pole, zapping him. Oh, how rude! How rude! Now, come here with me to see the boss. Captain Tarples and other Gungans escort Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Jar Jar into the chamber of the bosses. Enter Boss Nass and other Gungan bosses. This is Boss Nass now. I bid you so welcome, gentlemen, but you cannot be here. This array of machinies above is you so we saw. They are a problem, not a use An army all comprised of droids shall soon make their way attack upon the kind Naboo. We must give them a warning with your aid. But Misa do not like the Naboo. They think they are so wise and full of wit. Remember that line in the movie? They think they're so smart. The moment that the battle droids have done with the Naboo, they shall descend upon these murky depths and seize control of you. But Misa no think he so. The droids not know of Ancina. And then Obi-Wan, have you no eyes? Is amity so strong that makes you blind? You too, the Gungans and Naboo do form a circle symbiont. The rock that's thrown into the lake makes waves upon the shores. The quake that shakes the land doth make your own. Dear city move as though 'twere rocked by giants. The same sun shines upon you both. The same rain falls in brightened water to each one. The plant that takes root in your mirry depths doth spread its leaves above for them to see. Your fate and theirs, and their fate is yours. This Jedi speaketh with a wisdom keen, but... Oh, this is Jar Jar. I was covering it, so Jar Jar in his head again. This Jedi speaketh with a wisdom keen. And then back to Boss Nass. But we so do not care about the Naboo. In that case, prithee, speed us on our way. He's doing the Jedi mind trick. We are gonna speed you on your boat away. And we shall have the need for transport, too. And we are gonna give you Unga Bongo. The speediest way to get to Naboo is going through the planet core. Now, hence, with gratitude we give thee thanks, Boss Nass, and leave your worthy court with a wish of peace. I'm trying to rescue my daughter. I have a certain set of skills. Say, master, what doth Unga Bunga mean? Methinks it is a transport, so I hope so. 'Tis now or ne'er I would join their cause. Oh, these are setting you up a certain. Go to the planet core? Bad mombin. Any help here would be hot. Time runneth short, my master. Shall we go? A navigator who shall guide us through to the planet core would be most useful, aye. What shall become of Jar Jar Binks here? Hasten to have punishment severe. Yet I did save his life, and oweth a debt of life he to me in recompense. Your gods have given Jar Jar over to me. He shall go with me by divine command. Binks, you can have a life of play with this is. Oh, yes, a Misa do, Bassa. Begone with him, good riddance done. Aye, nay, count me right out of this here. 'Tis a better dead here than at the core. Egads, what's a Misa speaking? Eminent Boss Nass gonna exit Boss Nass and the Gungans. Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Jar Jar enter the transport. And now we have to venture to the planet core, a place most dangerous it doth beseem. Oh, this is nonsense. Gooberfish! Ooh, they get attacked by the giant fish. You all remember the movie? Why without banish, Jar Jar? Prithee tell. Aside, to us. If I could tell them true, they'd not believe, for who would think the simple-minded Binks would come to have such thoughts expansive as could threaten the Gungan bosses, eh? Oh, well do I recall how they assessed the strange beliefs that I'd begun to speak, that Gungans and Naboo had equal strength, that we did not need, and as we needed us, that our two races should not be hostile be, that our best future lay as one, not two. Such thoughts as these were reprehensible to all the bosses, thus my banishment. Yet this is not the story I'll relate. And now to the Jedi. Ooh, Isin, I'm gonna tell you, Sue. He's playing both cards here. Oh, but small part being messy, clumsy. You were banished because you were clumsy? I'm starting to turn into Ringo from the Beatles here. You were banished because you were clumsy? I mean, that's how Obi-Wan kind of sounds, a little bit. He's got a little bit of that, you know? Now, you were banished because you were clumsy? You also might be saying that. Enter Opie, hidden. What? Who's Opie now? I don't know. Opie is some dude. My lord Darth Sidious hath sent me here, across the galaxy, to help destroy those wretched Jedi. Oh, what pleasure shall, if it give me, not just to fulfill the will of my great master, nay, but there is more. My villainous assignment also doth bring with it promise of a super rich. The best employment bringeth one enjoyment. Interesting. I don't remember a character entering here, but maybe there's a character here, I don't know. Opie? It's spelled O-P-E-E. And when I think of Opie, I think of Richie Cunningham, because they're both played by, you guessed it, Ron Howard. You know, Opie was his character on Leave It to Beaver. I don't know. Deep cuts. All right. Okay, back to the ship. Jar Jar to Obi-Wan. So, misa casa not one or two or maybe tugi accidente bumatagasa din I banished. Oh, neo, so decent trouble. The Opie is the fish. The giant fish that's attacking them in this book was sent by Darth Sidious. That's very clever. Not William Shakespeare writing Shakespeare's Star Wars. All right, we have Samantha says, got that OPP? Yeah, you know me. Yeah. Double L says, who would you rather have as a pet, Yoshi from Mario or Chop from GTA 5? Well, considering that Chop could be a real pet, seeing as he is a dog, I would probably rather have him as a pet, because if somehow I was able to get Yoshi as a pet, the government would surely take a dinosaur away from me, and it would be sad and hurt my soul. So I'm going to have to go with Chop from GTA 5. Also, GTA 5, one of my favorite video games of all time. And thank you for your generous super chat, Double L. All right. Sando. Okay, so Opie is everybody sees the picture. Opie is the big fish. Sando is the bigger fish. There's always a bigger fish. And Sando says to us, the audience, fear not, my Jedi brothers, for I have come, sent by the Jedi Council to Naboo, to guard the good Republic's interest. My post is in the groaning waters blue. Where do I stand already to protect their passage through to the planet's vicious core? And now my chance hath come to save their lives, though I am Sando, Aqua Monster. I am not monstrous, nay, but virtuous. So again, and we're assuming that, you know, William Shakespeare's Star Wars is a play, so it's humans that are playing these characters on stage, theoretically. And so the big fish, Opie, was sent by Darth Sidious, and then the bigger fish, Sando, was sent by the Jedi Council in this version of the story. It's very funny, very funny. The Sando Aqua Monster eats Opie and exits. Deep in the sea 'tis true, and 'tis in life. One fish seems vast, as giant as a fish was e'er thought possible to be. We fear, nay, cower in its presence, for we think it doth portend our sure and certain death. Now, whether 'tis a fish most literal, the like of which our ship has just escaped, here or belike, 'tis but some metaphor, for in some great challenge or some enemy, mayhap, some test that we must overcome, unless we call upon the force to see correctly that the thing is not so grand. Know this, you ever shall live life in fear, Hence, my young Padawan and Jar Jar Binks, e'er bear in mind this plain and vital truth. Remember that you must have confidence enough to know there's always a bigger fish. They just turned that one little line into a huge monologue. Bravo to not William Shakespeare. I think it's Ian Dozier who actually wrote this book. Anyways. Yep, poor Opie. Thanks, Samantha. Okay. Anyways, back to Jar Jar. Oh, Misa think we going back now. But where's Misa going to us, sir? Fret not. We shall be guided by the Force. Oh, makes a big the Force, you were saying. But that does smell a stinko-fee. Fact, can't turn the page. Fart mouth. Okay. Alas, the power's swiftly running out. Oh, Neo, we's a dying here. Yeah. Vesper says, Mario, is that you? I guess my Jar Jar sounds a little bit like my Mario. It's a me, a Mario. A Jar Jar Binks. We's gonna die. All I do with Mario is put a little bit of the Italian like, oh, game over. Like, Super Mario Kart. Select your players. Select map. It's a me. Hee hee hee. Alright. That's enough of that. Anyways, Jar Jar. Oh, we should die in here. Pray calm thyself. No trouble have we yet met. What yet? The monsters are swimming out the dare. We licking and sticking in here. Who's a thinking we's in trouble? Enter Klo Claw, hidden. This is the next fish or whatever. My brother Opie failed where I will succeed. This vessel shall become my banquet feast, and thus I serve my masters for my belly. The power is restored, and with it our chance. From one great trial to another, yet as I feel as though some hand doth guide us here. Sando comes back. I come again to rescue my brave friends. Flee twixt my teeth, but you, oh, Colo brute, are not so fortunate. Feel my sharp bite. I'll break my fast upon your treacherous hide. Sando Aquamonster eats the Kulu Claw and exits. Thus we are safe again. Head for that slope, for with the Force, no sea may sink our hope. Okay, now we're on scene 4. But methinks that's enough of William Shakespeare's Stowage for today. I'll get to the rest another time. So, let me know in the comments or in the live chat here, what was your favorite part of today's read? Did you enjoy William Shakespeare's Star Wars? I can read more next time, or next time we can read more Grimm's Fairy Tales. A lot of people suggested Harry Potter in the last stream, but in the Discord this morning when we voted on everything, most people voted on Star Wars. Which is fascinating, but I can also do Harry Potter. There's a lot of fun voices to do in there. Or we can, I'm trying to think, there's also Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park, my favorite movie and my favorite book, because lest we forget, it was a book written by the great late Michael Crichton, years before it got turned into the movie by one Steven Spielberg. But the book is even better than the movie, probably, because it's all that inner monologue. So, when, Ian Malcolm is talking chaos theory, he's like, it's in his head like a pool table, like, it's really great. We can read Jurassic Park, or we can read something else. I'll have a new poll on the Discord tomorrow. No stream tomorrow night, but we may do stream on Friday. So keep that in mind, and let me know... Let me know what you would like. Don't forget to join the Rich Alvarez Discord in case you're not part of the Discord. In fact, I should... Where's my Discord button? Somebody do /Discord so that we get that beautiful link to the Discord, wherever it is. Unless that doesn't work anymore. /Discord. Let's find out. Is it going to do anything? Oh, it's... That's right, it's not /Discord. It's !Discord. Nacho Taco knew before I did. Yeah, you're invited to join the Red Discord. Alright, so there's the link to the Discord in case you're not part of the Discord. Join us on the Discord where we have many discussions about this plus whatever anybody actually wants to talk about. Doesn't matter. Anyways, that is going to do it for me today. Thank you for joining me on this lovely stream. Thank you to everybody who super chatted, and thank you for everybody. Oh, I forgot to say like this video. I only have 8 likes on this video because I never said give this video a like. That is a cardinal sin on my part. Give this video a like, a thumbs up if you will. Otherwise, YouTube thinks I don't exist or whatever. Anyways, I'll see you on the Up and Up next time. Bye-bye. Please subscribe.